24, maintain your lifestyle with moderation. Article Real Appeal. Articles Week 24. Real Appeal Articles Week 24. Your articles for the weekend 1 easy click. We hope you have a great week with Real Appeal. Review this week's articles and reflect on your takeaways and learnings. Remember, you've got this. Here are your articles this week. What's your food story? How you view food can play a big role in how easy or difficult it can be for you to eat healthy. The 5 ingredients of healthy eating. Make lasting nutrition changes using the pillars below. Forget the fad diets for good. Ditch the fad diets to accomplish your weight loss goals. Salt, sugar cravings, oh my. Overcome those sweet and salty cravings. Make peace with your food. Continue to master emotional and binge eating so you can have a healthy relationship with food. Quiz. Do you know these sweet facts? Take the fun quiz to check out your added sugar knowledge. Week 24 Wellness Drop Summary. Recipe, workout, and mindfulness tip for the week. Article, what's your food story? What's your food story? How you view food can play a big role in how easy or difficult it is for you to eat healthy. When it comes to food, everyone has a story. Your food story is what you tell yourself about what you eat and why you eat the way you do. The way you think about food, whether you overeat, deprive yourself, or even crave certain foods, there's often a story behind it. Your food story is made up of a combination of things. How you were raised, example, spending every Sunday surrounded by food and family. Example, being told you had to finish everything on your plate before you could leave. The messages you receive from individual people, from influential people in media. Example, celebrities having an unrealistic body size. Example, hearing about new diet trends that went to extremes. Positive memories. Example, cooking in the kitchen with your family during the holidays. Example, getting a sweet treat anytime you hurt yourself. Painful memories. Example, struggling to afford food and the lack of consistent meals. Example, being scolded or made fun of for eating too much. All of these elements come together to create thoughts and patterns that have a direct impact on your health, relationship with food, and overall happiness. Your food story can be the reason you find yourself eating beyond reasonable fullness signals, eating when you are not hungry, always feeling like you need dessert, skipping meals, and then overeating. Use some food to fill emotional needs. By learning your food story, how it forms, and what motivates your choices, you will be able to say goodbye to any guilt looping inside your mind and take control of your inner dialogue and health. Here are some questions to help guide you to find your food story. You can also download or print this What's Your Food Story worksheet and type or write your responses if you would like more time to think about your answers or save them for future reference. What's your relationship with food like as a child? Examples, always forced to eat, never had food around, didn't think much about food, had to sneak food from family. How does your culture or heritage play a part in your relationship with food? Examples, food is love, turning down food is a sign of disrespect, late night dinners are routine. How have the media and your environment shaped your eating patterns? Examples: always hearing about new diet trends, seeing fast food restaurants at every corner. Family and friends didn't have healthy relationships with food. How does food play a role when it comes to your emotions? Example: eating too much or not at all when you feel stress, relying on food as comfort, planning everything you do around food. What is different about the way you eat now compared to when you were a child? Examples: you don't snack as much, snack way more, eat more nutritious foods, eat less nutritious foods. Reflect: how does your food story impact your actions and choices at restaurants? Do you order too much food? Do you feel you have to eat everything on your plate? Here are some ways you can overcome your food story the next time you go out to eat or anytime you eat. Rewrite your food story. You have the power to change the way you view food. Now is the time to feel stronger and more in control of how and what you eat. Reframe the way you think of food. Look at food as the fuel your body needs to function properly. Cars don't drive when the gas tank is filled with soda. They need gasoline. Before ordering, ask yourself, is this food choice going to fuel my body or just fill it? You can eat all foods in moderation. Move away from labeling food as good or bad and instead ask yourself, how will this food choice make me feel afterwards? Allow yourself to enjoy foods in moderation without judgment. You are building a lifestyle, not following a rigid diet. Practice words of encouragement before, during, and after dining out. Encouragement creates belief, and the more you believe something, the more likely you are to follow through with it. Examples: I'm eating to live, not living to eat. I'm nourishing my body with an appropriate amount of food while enjoying the company of others. Pay attention to your fullness levels. Take a moment to identify how hungry and full you are. Eat slowly so your body has more time to register its fullness to your brain. Examples: chew more and put your utensil down between bites. Drink water throughout the meal and acknowledge how you feel while you eat. Enjoy the company, views, and sounds around you. Focus on the people and nothing around you rather than the food. Allow yourself to stop eating when you feel comfortably full. Reassure yourself that you will be able to have another meal or snack when you get hungry. You can feel good about knowing you have more to savor later. Practice portion control. Visualize your balanced portion plate. Focus on ordering balanced meals or create your own version if you can't find anything on the menu. Example: grilled chicken or salmon with steamed veggies and a plain baked potato or a side of brown rice. As for smaller portions, most restaurants have a lunch portion option, which can be very helpful in minimizing calories. Remind yourself of your goals and why this is important to you. You are more likely to stop eating at an appropriate time when you remember it's the healthier things to do. Share your leftovers with a family member or a person in need. The good deed can motivate you to stop eating. Some studies show that portion control can help you lose 5% more of your body weight than not practicing it. Create new healthy habits. The more you do something, the more likely it is to become a habit. Set a goal each time you plan on dining out. Examples: I will stick to water and eat half the burger, or I will ask for a fruit cup instead of the usual fries. Focus on what you want for yourself now and set healthy guidelines. Examples: I want to reach a healthy goal weight. I don't need dessert every time I go out to eat. Set boundaries with the people around you. Boundaries are imaginary lines created to protect a person's well-being. Setting boundaries can create a feeling of empowerment and help build confidence. Be direct, firm, and kind with your expectations and needs. Example: I'm trying to live a healthier lifestyle, and my food choices are a big part of that. I ask that you please stop commenting on what I'm ordering. Your food story doesn't have to define you. You can change the way you look at food. Don't let your food story define your life story. Article: The 5 Ingredients of Healthy Eating. The 5 ingredients of healthy eating make lasting nutrition changes using the pillars below. Have you ever been on a diet, lost some weight, and then gained it back once you went back to your usual eating habits? If you said yes, you are not alone. According to the Centers for Disease Control, CDC, an estimated 17 to 20% of Americans go on a diet each year. Experts think as many as 80 to 95% of dieters gain back the weight they lost. Being on a diet isn't a long-term plan, it's a quick, temporary fix. Instead of focusing on what not to eat, think about what you want to eat and why. Creating healthy eating habits for the long term is the best way to lose weight, feel great, and enjoy your food. Take a look at the 5 ingredients for quality nutrition. 1. Balanced eating. 2. Mindful eating. 3. Moderation. 4. Balanced mindset. 5. Consistency. 1. Balanced eating. Balanced eating means you consume the building blocks of a healthy meal: carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. This way of eating can fit all tastes and traditions. Eat all the food groups. Choose foods and beverages from all 5 food groups: vegetables, fruits, grains, dairy, and proteins, versus just consuming 1 or 2 of them. Eating the 5 major food groups provides the body with a range of different nutrients and keeps nutrition interesting with different flavors and textures. Use the balanced portion plate as a guide. Aim to fill your plate with half fruits and vegetables, 1/4 whole grains, 1/4 lean protein, some healthy fats. Switch it up. Eating a variety of foods provides a range of different nutrients to the body. Switch up the foods you eat. Examples: consider fish, beans, and nut butter instead of just lean meats and poultry. Meal plan and challenge yourself to try 1 to 2 new recipes or foods per week. Keep it natural. Prepare most of your meals at home using minimally processed foods. Choose recipes with plenty of vegetables and fruit. Challenge yourself to eat at least 5 different colors of food a day. Each color provides different nutrients. Get creative with healthier alternatives. Example: non-fat Greek yogurt instead of sour cream can save you over 100 calories while getting more protein. 2. Mindful eating. Mindful eating is being fully present when you eat, paying attention to all of your senses and thoroughly enjoying your food. Bring all your senses to the meal. When you are cooking, serving, and eating your food, pay attention to color, texture, aroma, and even the sounds different foods make as you prepare and eat them. As you chew your food, try identifying all the ingredients and seasonings. Honor your hunger. If you are hungry, eat. Keep your body fed with an adequate amount of food. Use your calorie goal as the guide. Let your body catch up to your brain. It takes around 20 minutes for your brain to receive the message that your body is full and satisfied. You can start to feel this signal after 5 to 10 minutes, which is why we often unconsciously overeat. Slow down when you eat and chew your food thoroughly. Sit down at a table when possible and put your fork down between bites. Use the hunger scale. Reflect on where you are on the scale before you start eating. Eat when you reach a 2 and stop at a 4. Once you feel satisfied and full, put your plate away and put leftovers away. 3. Practice moderation. Moderation means enjoying our food without going to extremes. Unlike all or nothing or black and white, moderation is a great area, and it's key to living a balanced life. Develop a game plan. Think ahead. What does your week look like, and how would you fit in moderation? Ask yourself what you need to practice moderation. Think through potential triggers and challenges and how you will overcome them. Ask for support and communicate what you need. Visualize your experience. What would you eat and how much would you have? Plan ahead when you have celebrations, holidays, and social gatherings. Stick to a healthy portion. Read labels and measure your food using measuring cups and spoons and a food scale. Savor the first few bites of your food. Use the 3-bite rule to allow yourself to enjoy it. When you want to stop eating, put your food away, walk away, and brush your teeth. Stay mindful. Step 1. Determine how many calories you want to consume for your meal or snack. Use your tracker to help. Step 2. Decide how you want to feel after you eat. Example: satisfied, energized, not bloated, light browed. Step 3. Remember why practicing moderation is important to you. Example: I will practice moderation because I want to avoid feeling sick and guilty after I eat, and I want to set a good example for my kids. 4. Balanced mindset. Your mindset is everything when it comes to health, and the way you think can transform your eating habits. A balanced mindset allows you to create a healthy relationship with nutrition. Focus on the big picture of your health. Your health involves your physical, mental, emotional, and social well-being, and more. Celebrate non-scale successes and how food and movement make you feel, focusing on your overall well-being in all dimensions of wellness: physical, social, mental, emotional, personal growth, occupational, financial, environment, and recreational are some areas to include. Move away from labeling food as good or bad. Ditch the idea that some foods are bad and off limits and others are good. Give yourself the freedom to enjoy any and all foods in moderation. Don't judge yourself for what you are eating and quiet your inner critic. Create a healthy relationship with food. View food as fuel and as medicine for your body. Focus on what you are adding to your plate. Nutritious isn't black and white, is the sum of everything we eat. Depriving yourself leads to more cravings, overindulging, guilt, shame, and repeat. Consistency. Consistency is what creates habits that last a lifetime. Stay aware. Track your food. Identify and track the meals that make it challenging for you to make healthy choices. Find a time that works for you. Track before, during, or after you eat. Read labels. Compare labels to learn about the foods you consume. Continue to weigh in. If you see the scale going up, that could be a sign you are overeating and may need to adjust your nutrition. Use the scale as a tool and don't judge yourself with what it tells you. Recognize the benefits. Remind yourself how healthy eating will benefit your life and health. Take note of how you feel physically and mentally after completing the new behavior. Healthy eating supports muscles and lowers your risk of heart disease, cancer, and diabetes while helping you achieve and maintain a healthy weight. Make healthy eating something you enjoy. Explore flavors, textures, and tastes you enjoy by exploring new recipes. Challenge yourself to make a healthier version of your favorite foods. Adapt your nutrition to fit your personal preferences, culture, and budget. Cooking with others is a great way to connect and create memories. Reflect, how can adding just one of these ingredients change your nutrition for the better? A diet can't fix your health. Only good quality nutrition can. Which of the 5 ingredients would you focus on moving forward? Article: Forget the fad diets for good. Forget the fad diets for good. Ditch the fad diets to accomplish your weight loss goals. If you type diet into your internet search bar and let ads instantly pop up, as a society we have become obsessed with fad diets, and as a result we are more unhealthy and obese than ever before. To accomplish your health and weight loss, creating a lifestyle you can sustain and enjoy for the rest of your life is critical. Food is the foundation of health, yet healthy eating isn't always simple because of diet culture, obsession with weight loss, and our unhealthy relationships with food. Take a look at why you need to ditch the fad diets to stop the yo-yo cycle for good. Downfalls of diets. Fad diets are eating plans sold as the best and fastest approach to losing weight. We generally fall for fad diets because they promise easy weight loss and are the new it thing to try. Most diets require you to eliminate foods that contain nutrients your body needs to maintain good health. This can lead to feeling deprived and hungry, becoming hyper focused on food, slower metabolism, fatigue, headaches, and nausea, weight gain after stopping the diet. The moral of the story: fad diets aren't a healthy, effective, or sustainable way to live. It's important to stay skeptical about diets and know how to spot them. Spot a fad diet. Typically, a fad diet includes the following characteristics: promises rapid weight loss. Example: lose 10 pounds in your first week. According to the CDC, losing up to 2 pounds per week is healthy and safe. Follows rigid rules. Eating mostly one type of food. Examples: eat only meat, grapefruit, or cabbage soup. You are only allowed to eat at certain times and in certain amounts. Some diets require you to purchase expensive products. Examples: meal replacements, shakes, bars. Requires eliminating foods. Be cautious if a diet asks you to eliminate an entire food group. Example: no carbohydrates. You need a variety of foods to meet your nutritional needs. Focusing too much on what not to eat makes you think about the foods often, and it can interfere with your quality of life. Severely restricts calories. Be wary if you need to severely cut back on how many calories you are eating. Example: eat less than 1,000 calories per day. This is not sustainable or healthy. the next time you hear about a new diet, identify if it is a fad diet or not. Spoiler alert, it most likely will be. Fad diets are easy to fall for. Take a look at common fad diet myths and the reality behind them. Fad diet myths versus reality. Myth: fad diets will help me lose weight. Reality: fad diets are unsustainable and oftentimes unhealthy. The unrealistic rules and restrictions make them hard to maintain. Diets don't prepare you for the real world and are a temporary solution to what for many is a lifelong challenge. Myth: replacing my meals with juice or shake is a healthy way to lose weight. Reality: the juice version of fruits and veggies takes off fiber, which can leave you feeling hungry more frequently. Shakes don't necessarily provide all of the components of a healthy diet either, such as vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Myth: skipping meals will help me lose weight. Reality: not eating for long periods of time can leave you hungrier than you normally would be. When you are finally able to eat, you may end up making unhealthy food choices and overeating. Diets come and go, but one thing will always remain the same: eating well-balanced meals and staying active will help keep you healthy and lose weight. Article: salt, sugar, and cravings. Oh my. Salt, sugar, and cravings. Oh my. Overcome those sweet and salty cravings. When it comes to food cravings, you probably fall into one of three categories. You might crave 1. Sweet foods like cookies or chocolate. 2. Salty foods like a bag of potato chips or salty pretzels. 3. Both sweet and salty foods. There are many reasons we crave sugar and salt. Knowing why the cravings happens can empower you to take control of it. Learn more about salt, sugar, and cravings below. Let's dive in. Why do we crave sugar and salt? They are addicting. Our bodies crave sugar and salt because of chemicals in our brains. They hit the pleasure center of our brains the same way drugs and alcohol do. Your brain releases feel-good chemicals that make you feel happy and drive you to eat more when you eat high sugar and salty foods. Over time, our tolerance of sweet and salty foods builds up, and we need higher amounts of these foods to reach the same level of happiness. The taste. One reason we crave sugar and salt is that the products they are in taste good. Many food companies conduct research to determine which food components will tempt consumers' taste buds the most. Sugar and salty processed foods are highly accessible and are common snacks that are frequently front and center in grocery stores. You are hungry. Sweet and salty cravings are often at their strongest when we are dieting and have gone for a long stretch without eating. The longer we go without fueling our bodies, the more our bodies will crave quick energy. You are stressed. When you are feeling stressed, your body sends out cortisol, known as the stress hormone. Cortisol can make you crave sugar, salty, and fatty foods because your brain thinks it needs fuel to fight whatever threat is causing the stress. It's that time of the month. Various hormones and chemical changes occur in the body during different stages of the menstrual cycle. Drastic spikes or drops of hormones can trigger cravings. Reflect what triggers your cravings most often. No matter what your trigger is, take a look at ways to overcome your sweet and salty cravings below. Tame your sweet and salty cravings. Eat well-balanced meals. Cravings are more likely to happen when you are following a restrictive diet, cutting out entire food groups, or not eating enough. Tracking your food intake to make sure you are eating enough calories. Meal plan to ensure you are creating balanced meals. Set aside time to plan your meals and shop for the ingredients you need. Ensure your meals have vegetables and or fruits, lean protein, and a healthy carbohydrate. Listen to your body. A craving is not the same as hunger. A craving is not your body calling for energy or for a nutrient. It's your brain calling for something that releases dopamine in the reward system. If you are not hungry, choose some gum, drink water, or distract yourself. Find a healthy solution. Find a healthy alternative that works for you. Examples: fruit instead of a candy bar, popcorn or nuts instead of chips, yogurt instead of ice cream. Add flavors like cinnamon, nutmeg, and vanilla to your food to satisfy sweet cravings. Use FFT. FFT stands for fluid, fruit, and treat. Grab water when a craving hits. You could just be thirsty. If water doesn't help, eat fruit as a healthy and sweet snack. Finally, if the craving won't go away, go for the treat and practice portion control to satisfy the craving. Practice moderation. Once you cut back on sugar and sodium, your taste buds adapt, and you might even find most treats are too sweet or salty. When eating higher sugar or sodium foods, reduce portion sizes. Be picky with your sodium intake. P equals prepare more meals and snacks at home. I equals incorporate fresh food into your meals. C equals consume high sodium foods in moderation. K equals know your sodium intake. Y equals jank the table salt away from your meals. Get enough sleep. Studies point to evidence that sleep deprivation can increase cravings for sugar and fat. When you are tired, you are more likely to turn to your favorite treat foods to get more energy. Aim to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night to support your goals and keep your hunger in check. Reflect, how would you control your cravings this week? Cravings happens to all of us, partly because of our brains and habits. Don't be hard on yourself and continue to be mindful of your triggers. Remember, a little salt and sugar go a long way. Article Session 24 Snapshots. Session 24 Snapshots. Review the information your coach shared during this week's group session. For your reference, you can download a PDF of Session 24 Snapshots. Review them below. Content videos: Don't Fall for Fad Diets and Healthy Food Habits. Real Appeal Rally Coach. Don't Fall for Fad Diets. Don't Fall for Fad Diets. Healthy Food Habits. Rally Coach Real Appeal Week 24. The 5 components of healthy eating. Healthy eating ingredients: balanced eating, mindful eating, moderation, balanced mindset, consistency. Tips: prioritize one ingredient, set a realistic goal, remember your why, be patient, don't give up. Ingredient 1: balanced eating, incorporating all foods into your nutrition. Balanced eating, the recipe: half of your plate fruits and vegetables, 1/4 of your plate protein, 1/4 of your plate greens, and a splash of fats. Carbohydrates, protein, and fats. Instructions: eat all of the food groups. Try a new recipe 1 to 2 times a week. Prepare most meals at home. Eat 5 different colors each day. Ingredient 2: mindful eating. Be fully present when you eat. Mindful eating recipe: a pinch of using all of your senses, a dash of honoring your hunger, 1 cup of giving yourself time, 2 cups of using the hunger scale. Instructions: pay attention to flavor and texture. Eat when you are hungry. Slow down to feel fullness. Stop eating at 4. Ingredient 3: practice moderation. Enjoy all foods without going to extremes. Practice moderation. Recipe: 1 game plan, 1 healthy portion, 1 cup of giving yourself time, 3 simple steps. Instructions: plan for social gatherings, use 3-bite rule for dessert, use the 3 steps. 1. Determine your calories. 2. Decide how you want to feel. 3. Remember why moderation is important. Ingredient 4. Consistency. Consistency creates habits that last. Consistency. Recipe: 2 cups, staying aware, 1 cup, recognizing the benefits, splash of making it enjoyable. Instructions: track your food and read labels, remind yourself of the benefits, make healthier versions of food, have fun by cooking with others. Make peace with your food. Take a moment to prep before emotionally eating. PREP. Pause, reflect, environment, pattern. Additional tips: manage stress in a healthy way. Keep your mind and body busy. Take 5 with 5 deep breaths. 5-minute break. Article: make peace with your food. Make peace with your food. All about eating disorders and harmful eating habits. In a social media culture saturated with diet fads, wellness trends assigned to harmful eating aren't always obvious. You might be unaware that your eating patterns could be harmful. Skipping breakfast regularly, restricting specific foods or whole food groups, using food as your sole coping mechanism. These are not always signs of harmful eating, but they could be. Harmful eating is essentially any eating pattern or relationship to food that can be damaging to your health, but doesn't fit the official criteria of an eating disorder. Is it harmful eating or an eating disorder? People sometimes use the term disorder eating or harmful eating and eating disorder interchangeably, but they are different. Eating disorders: these are specific conditions doctors diagnose using a tool called a Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. 5th edition, text revision, DSM 5-TR. Your condition needs to meet specific criteria for you to receive a diagnosis. You might recognize the names of some common eating disorders: anorexia nervosa, binge eating disorder, and bulimia nervosa, to name a few. Harmful eating, on the other hand, harmful eating can include common eating patterns that affect your daily life and relationships, but it doesn't qualify as an eating disorder. Harmful eating can snowball into an eating disorder, however. What does harmful eating actually look like? Many eating patterns can be considered harmful. Here are a few examples: frequent dieting, skipping meals, rigid rituals and routines surrounding food and exercise, compulsive eating habits, feeling a lack of self-discipline around food, using exercise, food restrictions, fasting, or purging to compensate for eating certain foods, anxiety about specific foods. Other indications you might have it. Signs and symptoms you might have harmful eating include preoccupation with food, weight, and body image that reduces your quality of life, chronic weight fluctuations, guilt or shame associated with dieting, guilt or shame associated with eating, significant physical, emotional, or mental stress, health conditions that can come with it. Harmful eating can put you at risk of serious health conditions, including obesity, bone loss, low heart rate, low blood pressure, gastrointestinal problems, electrolyte and fluid imbalances, increased anxiety, depression, social isolation, fertility issues. What leads to harmful eating disorders? Like eating disorders, harmful eating often occurs during the teen years or youth adulthood, but it can also develop during childhood or later in life. Eating disorders tend to run in families, that is, your risk for them may be genetic. Experts think a number of other factors are also involved, including your biology, behavior, social environment, and more. It's time to clear up some common misconceptions. Let's set the record straight about harmful eating and eating disorders. Myth: they only affect women or female bodies. Fact: people of all sexes, ages, body weights, and racial and ethnic backgrounds can experience harmful eating or eating disorders. Myth: they cause you to be underweight or overweight. Fact: harmful eating and eating disorders can look different in different people. Myth: they mean you are lazy, out of control, or strong-willed. Fact: the conditions have nothing to do with personal control or willpower. Myth: they are simply a result of diet culture or caused by a specific family members. Fact: harmful eating and eating disorders are complex and influenced by multiple biological, social, and environmental factors. Myth: they are a lifestyle choice. Fact: harmful eating is a serious condition that can lead to an eating disorder, which is associated with increased mortality. Where to find help? It's important to seek treatment early to prevent symptoms from turning into an eating disorder or another health challenge. Speak with a registered dietitian or therapist. If you recognize harmful eating behaviors in yourself, the first step is to confirm with a professional. They can help you learn to recognize your harmful eating behaviors and find ways to treat and manage them. A registered dietitian or an eating disorder specialist can help you develop meal plans and support you in making beneficial lifestyle choices. Consider seeking therapy. Negative thought processes and mood disturbances can often be at the root of harmful eating behavior. Therapy can help you manage them. Consider getting cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, family-based therapy from a mental health professional. Medication may also help, and for that you'll need to see a psychiatrist. Ask your doctor for a health assessment. It may be a good idea to get checked. For example, harmful eating can affect your levels of magnesium, sodium, and potassium. Confide in a loved one. It can be hard to tell the people in your life about your eating behaviors, but breaking the silence and talking about any shame you may feel can be an important step in your recovery. Find other ways to cope. Using food to cope with difficult emotional situations also only helps solve how you feel in the moment, not how you would feel long term. Consider non-food coping mechanisms such as meditating, exercising as long as it doesn't lead to over-exercising, reading, puzzling, or taking a brisk walk. Reflect. Can you spot a harmful eating behavior in your eating pattern? What can you do to cope other than turning to food? Weekly bonus content, week 24 wellness drop summary. Week 24 wellness drop summary. Your one-stop shop for this week's wellness drops. This week's wellness drops included recipe dark chocolate banana ice cream, workout 30 minutes strength circuit routine, mindfulness tips, close your eyes and tune into your breathing. Assess how your mind and body feel as you inhale and exhale slowly. Take this topic deeper with this manage stress, healthy actions article, June Fitness on Demand Challenge, step up your walking game with the Summer Step Challenge, earn 5 points for every 5K you walk. Instructions 1. Keep attending your group sessions to maintain your free access to fitness on demand during your first year with Real Appeal. 2. Set up your fitness on demand account through the Real Appeal app or website. 3. Say yes to the challenge from within your FOD account today and sync your device to the Rally Coach app. Stay informed and empowered on your weight management journey by signing up for Healthline's weight management newsletter. Real Appeal and our affiliate Healthline are both part of RVO Health LLC. Quiz. Do you know these sweet facts? Quiz. Do you know these sweet facts? Take a phone quiz to check out your added sugar knowledge. How much do you know about added sugar? Put your thinking cap on and take a look below. Instructions 1. Grab a piece of paper and something to write with, or open a note taker on your phone. 2. Write down your answer to each question. 3. See how much you know about sugar below. Sugar quiz 1. What is added sugar? A. White sugar, honey, or other sweeteners you stir into your coffee, drizzle in your oatmeal, or use to sweeten other foods. B. White sugar, high fructose corn syrup, or other sweeteners in cookies, cakes, sweetened yogurt, and other foods. C. Sugar that occurs naturally in milk and fruit. D. A and B. E. All of the above. 2. The amount of added sugar in a food product is listed on the food label. A. True, B. False. 3. Which of the following is the leading source of added sugar? A. Sweets, B. Chips and crackers, C. Beverages, D. Fruits and dairy. 4. Which of the following does not contain natural sugars? A. Fruits, B. Bread, C. Dairy products, D. Sports drinks, E. Vegetables. 5. Which of the following are other names for sugar? A. Glucose, B. Corn syrup, C. Sucrose, D. Syrup, E. All of the above. 6. Junk food and added sugar can increase your risk of which of the following? A. High blood sugar, B. Obesity and diabetes, C. Acne, D. Headaches and migraines, E. All of the above. 7. How many pounds of added sugar do adults consume each year? A. 30 pounds, B. 40 pounds, C. 50 pounds, D. 60 pounds, E. 70 pounds. The answer key 1, D, A, and B. Anytime a sweetener gets added to a food, it's added sugar. Sugary drinks, cakes, candy, cookies, and ice cream are high in empty calories. Even if you are not trying to lose weight, too much added sugar can raise triglycerides, a type of blood fat that is risky for your heart. 2A. True. The nutrition facts label states total sugars as well as added sugars. Aim to choose products with little to no added sugar. 3C. Beverages. 47% of all added sugars are from beverages, and as you might guess, snacks and sweets are the next biggest contributor of added sugars at 31%. 4D. Sports drinks. What you want to minimize added sugar. Don't worry about naturally occurring sugar in fruit, dairy, and vegetables. These foods are good for you, just watch for the added sugars. 5. Eat all of the above. Sugar comes in different forms and a variety of names. All of the following sweeteners provide you with calories and have little or no nutritional value. 6. Eat all of the above. Having too much sugar in your body for long periods of time can cause serious health problems. It can lead to damaged blood vessels that supply vital organs and increased risk of heart disease and stroke, kidney disease, vision and nerve problems, plus an overworked pancreas, which leads to diabetes. 7. 60 pounds. American adults consume an average of 77 grams of sugar per day. This adds up to around 60 pounds of added sugar annually. That's 6 10-pound bowling balls. American kids consume 81 grams per day, equaling over 65 pounds of added sugar per year.